Welcome back to Big Crone Energy. I'm Angela Marie, and I am starting a series for the new year, which is my tarot collection. And today we're going to start off with simple stuff. We're going to start off with the Thoth and my Rider-Waite Smiths. The first one I have here is the Mini Wiser Tarot. This is the newest one to my collection. I picked it up in order to keep in my bag, and I saw it on Thea's channel, and she talked about how it was very diverse, very compact, easy to port, wasn't in a noisy 10. I don't mind the coloration of this, though I do like the Centennial the best, but I like how it has different skin tones. That to me is a good upgrade. So yeah, there's this one. On the other decks that I show, I probably plan on showing as much of the cards as possible, so you get a good showing of the representation of the artwork and what the artist was going for with them. But Rider-Waite Smith is pretty well known, so I am going to probably not on these. This I've had for a while, the Radiant. See, the tins are noisy. I have this one. I'm tempted to trim this down even more and have it not have the borders as a study kind of thing, to see if the images alone I can learn and figure out. I think I can, but it'll be a nice test. And I don't really need to keep this, and I'm kind of scared to do mods like that, and this might help me get over my fear on a deck that wasn't too expensive. So I think this one is in order too, because I don't ever use it. So yeah, there's that one. It comes with a nice little book. This is the, if I didn't say, it's the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. I don't mind this coloration. In fact, I like this coloration better than I like the Wiser Tarot, but it's got that noisy 10 and the big borders. So I'm thinking about modding it. The next one I have here is the Centennial. So yeah, Centennial. I do, like I said, like this coloration the best. It looks very vintagey to me, and I like that vintage look, which you'll see in a couple other ones I'm about to bring out. These are in standard size cards. This one, I believe, is by US Games. So yep, there's that one. And then, so those are the standard Pixies art, not really too changed for the Rider-Waite Smith decks. Oop, I'm messing that up, but I'll fix it later. This one I recently grabbed. I grabbed this one. I don't so much like the colorway. It has a really nice meaty book, but it was something different. But I like that it had keywords on it. And I will link the video where I hauled this in the cards if you're interested in seeing that. I got a few fun things in that haul. As you can see, it's very, I don't know, very 70s. Which is kind of apropos because I was born in the 70s, so kind of got that going for it. So there is that one. This one is done by Rockpool. And it's called The First Tarot by Victoria Maxwell. And then I have this one. Now these have all been mass market. And this one, I have a basket over here. These hold all my Rider-Waite Smith and a few oracles, but mainly the stuff I have in bags. This is the After Tarot. So the concept of this is you have the typical justice, and this is what it would look like right afterwards. So just to give a different perspective on it. So like here's the Four Pentacles, and death is coming for him, and he's been so miserly with his money. It's just meant to make you think more about, you know, here they are getting off the boat, those folks, but he also, it's a look at the thievery. I love this one. The bull fell, but he's all right. He ain't worried. He dropped his load. He dropped all his wands. Said screw it. Took that other one and dropped it off. Here he is. Oh. Somehow those got put in there. Here he took one. Here, it's healing. I like this Ace of Swords. So there is that. And like I said, this is the After Tarot. And the next two, I'm going to show next to each other because they are revisioned ones. off of Make Playing Cards. So I got the Constantinople and the Re-Envisioned Smith Waite Tarot. This one is done by the Art Occultist, and this is colors by Marco Benedetti Tarot. So this one is kind of is in a black coloration and very distressed. This one takes the main figures and puts them in different backgrounds. I gotta say, I got this one first, but I like this one better. I suppose technically, now that I look at this, I don't need to, this doesn't have any of the titles, so this might teach me without modding that mini. Never noticed that before. Pretty much you get the concept as I'm sitting here. This is real time, real life. I realize that if I went through every single card and every single deck, it would take a long, long time. So I think I have decided I'm just going to show you the essence of the decks. Enough of them to get an idea. If you want to see a specific card, by all means reach out to me, leave a comment below, and I will showcase somewhere a specific card. And again, this is Make Playing Cards. This is the Constantinople. And this is the Re-Envisioned Smith Waite Tarot. Okay, so that is all my different iterations of the Pixies artwork. For the most part, I think I have one that might have fell in this, but I'm going to put it in a different one. And so I'm going to go get my Thoth decks, which are just a little bit less, but they're kept in a very special place. So let me go grab them. In this box, I don't know if you can see it. In this box, I keep my Thoth stuff in here. So I have the Zillich Tarot. In here is the Maria. And then this is for study. Just the pocket, I think that one is considered. And we will take a look at these. So the usual Thoth this pretty chunky book has these backs, and is the usual Thoth. This one is in order because it's a study. So I have that one. And then this was another Thea made me buy it. Well, of course she didn't make me. She doesn't know me from Adam, but I thought would be another one to bring in. It's very different. Thought it might make easier to study. I do like these images a lot better. Though there is something to be said about the original imagery. So, I don't know. I think it really is meant to be, to me it's just a little bit more sacred. I know that's probably silly, because it's kind of like putting Aleister Crowley on a pedestal, but kind of comes down to that whole, do you take the man out of the scenario, and it's still quite a fascinating thing. And so this is the Maria. This one is what got me wanting to study Thoth. I saw this, and I just love it. Awesome cardstock. The only thing this doesn't have, and why I needed the study one, or why I like this one, is because it doesn't have the words. But it doesn't, it doesn't stray too much. It's just kind of like, looks almost like photography which I love that kind of look. So, let's see if I can find the hair font. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Well, I don't know where. Well, maybe. Here we go. Now I've got these all mixed up. Here we go. So, let me see if I can find the hair font in this one. Sorry, guys. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, this is very much closer to this, but it's still got the elephant, it's got this, it's got the lights, or the lines. And this is a little bit more, I would say, traditional artwork. But yeah, those are the three Thoth-like ones. I also have Outgrow Yourself, but I know it's based on Thoth, but I don't include it in this trio. So, which also leads me to, I want to welcome you guys to join my Patreon. I've started a Patreon for community and for just a way to get outside of YouTube and its restrictions, because of the nudity and everything. And I don't know, I want the freedom to say what I want, to get out of the algorithm rut. So I've been thinking about what I wanted to do for the year for content, and I want to do a Thoth study. So I'm going to use Tom Benjamin's PDF to go through it and learn it. And then I also picked up Tarot Mysticism, the psycho-spiritual technology of the Thoth Tarot, by Joe Monteleone. So if you want to study with me, please come along, join my Patreon. And I also have a regular tier and a tier that you will get readings. So yeah, I hope you do join that, and I appreciate your time. My next one I think will be my art decks, which I will put on Patreon exclusively because they do have quite a bit of nudity in them. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and may you have a blessed day.